Hello, I am the creator of the ERP technology and the database business technology that is used worldwide only by SAP and Oracle. Those companies sold my technology at the Mexican oil company, Pemex, with the help of Bush and the Gortaris. As well, all their partners, a lot of small Indian origin IT companies, mainly registered at Texas, has part of the plan of Bush of bankrupt the United States and replaced by China, Switzerland, and Israel, as well as all the clients. As I told you before in previous programs, those companies are using data and processes that are incorrect because they didn't follow industrial engineering and they didn't apply some technology that we used to have more than 20 years ago. After 9/11, something happens and we start using this Indian Babylonian secret knowledge in a black box made by SAP and Oracle mainly. I don't know why they are not in jail after all these accounting and fiscal frauds worldwide. They had done it by years. Okay, this is not the only time that they have done it. Because of that, most of the presidents, including Obama, even all the CEOs, are considered right now like satanic, diabolic, criminal, psychopaths, and even homosexual because of the use of these reptilian implants that produce homosexuality while they are puppets for the elites. They even can control the basic necessities like poop and pee, so you can imagine the situation. Today we're going to talk about the medical services and the health areas in Mexico and United States. Because I born in Mexico City, I will tell you that my father was working in government, so I have history. So they have all my medical records in this. I was really healthy, even then I have tuberculosis when I was a child. The Catholics used to kill children using tuberculosis, so I think that I was one of them. Fortunately, I am an Rh or negative blood type, so I survived to that attack. Yeah, but of course after right now I am a third individual, and I also try to survive to all these attacks of the elites. So these elites are attacking all the population. Nobody knows about that. Nobody is talking about that. I mean, everything is hidden, but what I can tell you right, like today we have a Magic Inquisition. And this Magic Inquisition is part of the corporate government. This is called the Magic Inquisition, and that's part of the Christian Illuminati. And basically they control worldwide, that's the infiltrating all the corporates, all the government, okay? Basically, one of their plans is they have a depopulation agenda, okay? So in the case of me, I have been, as you, I am part of this depopulation agenda because they're trying to kill us, okay? So it was definitely having all my medical records, and I think that I was healthy, okay, in average. And I start having, when I start working, I start having the IMSS. So I work in several companies because of all this attack of the Illuminati. They sabotaged me several times. So, but I was okay finding new companies to work. I started realizing that the best opportunity for me at that time was to be a consultant. Okay, so I continue being a consultant. I have been working in Mexico, United States, and other countries like Germany, Brazil, Colombia, Peru, and others. So I had the opportunity to do that, and I have IMSS and everything. I think that according with this sabotage and according with this attack of the Illuminati, I was fine until I was brutally attacking Infosys Technologies. So the IMSS is not giving me any pension according with my labor risk coverage that I have with the IMSS. So incredible, this Gortari is doing the bankruptcy at IMSS, even with the head of Calderon with an Indian origin IT company called TCS, using the military. So let's say it this way: the Gortaris that are used with an Illuminati, with the Calderon that is an Opus Dei Catholic, okay, Italians relationship in Michigan, the military that is controlled by these secret societies as well, like the education and and even the health services in each one of our countries in the United States and Mexico. So they have been filtered for years. So they want to bankrupt the IMSS, the ISSSTE, and so on in Mexico. And what they are doing is to filter the Gortaris, as they do with the Prauda for Conasupo and others. Okay, and basically they're doing the bankruptcy using my technology with this Indian origin IT company. Okay, that's the way to do it. That's the way that they have been working even with Pemex and other companies. The Gortari start doing these bankruptcies for Slim using Microsoft Excel and manual processes. So Secretaría de Hacienda y Crédito Público has been covering this bankruptcy for 25 years. Okay, so they have been covering up these bankruptcies, and basically what we know is that the Secretary of Hacienda of the Mexican IRS is a family member of Calderon. So, and Margarita Zavala. So you can imagine. So the IT companies. So Calderon with Margarita Zavala represent the secret societies in IT and let's say ERP technology to bankrupt the companies, and Hildebrando is working directly with the Slims. So basically the relation is there, okay, about the bankruptcy. So I will say that these entities, these persons are involved in this bankruptcy for 25 years to covering up all these criminal situations, because that's a criminal situation in whatever country, not only in Mexico but also worldwide. Okay, and Pemex is working worldwide. So how possible they have done that? Because they are protected by all the Illuminatis worldwide, and they know what they are doing, and that's why Clinton and Obama wants to use the same approach doing the bankruptcy in the United States. And part of that was the Obamacare, and Obamacare is following the same processes than in Mexico to try to bankrupt. Even they use an Indian origin IT company located in Canada. So they are not only sending our social security number, our medical records, our addresses to these companies, but also basically they are charging a lot of money and make possible to use these ERP technologies to bankrupt the health services in this case in the United States. So as part of that, the insurance companies, as part of this bank system, okay, they have all our own information, and that they might be part of the creation of these computer centers located in regions all around the world. But as I told you before, in San Antonio, Texas, there are computer centers, and basically these computer centers are killing and torturing with more precision than the satellites. So the satellites technology is not working sufficiently to torture and kill according with the detailed parameters, okay? But using the computer centers and the gun stalkers, that in some cases can be only 1 meter from us or 2 meters from us, because they might be even our neighbors, okay, who are working in these killings, and that's the structure that they have, these insurances companies, okay. So if an insurance company wants to know your health, they're going to easily have that information, so they can give you insurance life or not, okay, or health insurance or whatever. So they know exactly what is happening with our health, and as well if we have properties, as I told you before, if you have a house, if you have a patent, whatever thing, they will try to have it, as they always did with the Inquisition. You know the situation with Benito Juarez before, with the layers of Reforma, was because the Catholic Church has everything. Right now the Jews and the Catholics are working together in doing that. So it is important to know that situation, but it's important to say that in the state, for example, where we have detailed records of us. So these insurance companies, Obamacare and everything, are sending our information abroad, and they can use it, as I said before, to kill, just tortures and others, as part of this target individual gun stalker system. Then even using the chemtrails, okay, you don't need to be in the hospital anymore. So there are a lot of these guys working directly in the hospital, and they can attack you if you are one guy who is dangerous for them, okay. So even your family, they can attack you, the members of your family. Instead of attacking you, they go with the members of your family that are weaker. They know the health conditions and they want to try to get rid of them as if you are. So that's my case specifically. They attack one of my brothers, they attack my mother, my father. I mean, it has been a mess in the last years, okay? Because they can do anything against me, or I have been allowed, and they have been affected me, okay? So basically, I think that these guys, as explained before, they have a complete system that has to be replaced with my technology, the ERP technology and the business database technology, to catch in certain way these guys. Immediately they are doing something fraudulent, because the judges cannot have the ability to have these guys, because they are doing hundreds of criminal situations. So that's impossible for this Christian Illuminati in the judicial system, or even the Jew attorneys. I mean, it's impossible. They can do anything when they are committing hundreds of criminal acts against a person or an individual or a family or even a company or even the government, you know. So how many criminal acts they have to do to put in bankruptcy the United States? You know, the Pentagon, the Federal Reserve, to have a president with MK Ultra that is going to be Hillary Clinton. I mean, there are a lot of people involved. Okay, so the system that we need right now has to be more precise, using science and technology, because we need to have all the evidences according with the law to put it in jail, even in real time. So it is important in the health services to have this kind of control and make sure that we're going to have the service, the medical service that we require. In other way, what we see thinking is that when somebody is sick, it's going to be to the hospital or whatever, to the emergency, and you're going to fight against stalkers, and they're going to try to kill you because it's cheaper. So it's good for the pharmaceutical companies, it's good for the government, and besides that, it's related with the pensions and what we know right now in France, and even in the United States. I mean, they have been attacking all the pensions to make fraudulent things to have the money for the Rothschilds. And this is happening the same in Mexico. It's more hidden than in other countries, but I mean, these guys, they are not using really high technology or something that is unbelievable. I mean, what they are doing is something easy that can be identified as well easily. So imagine with my technology, it's going to be really difficult for them to continue doing this kind of fraudulent things, and of course they're going to go to jail. Okay, so all these situations of in the health services in the United States and Mexico are basically part of the New World Order and the population agenda. We have to do something about it, because in other way they're going to do it. I mean, I don't know if you have been in an emergency room in IMSS or ISSSTE in Mexico. So they look worse than if you want to have an attention to an animal. It's incredible what is happening. Even the doctors and the nurses are complaining because they don't have even the basic devices that they need to work. Also, there's no industrial engineering, there's no science and technology, so we are working like in Babylonian, or worse even than in Babylonian. Same situation like in the States. I mean, we have to analyze all this situation and this attack with the implants, nanotechnology, MK Ultra, devices, because the doctors cannot identify that. If they identify, they are part of this Illuminati firm. So it is incredible that is happening this situation. It's difficult to find out the situation if you are not a target individual. But definitely, right now I can identify that, and I have been doing several videos in the way that you can know the reality. And after that, you're going to be more conscious when you go to a hospital or an emergency room or whatever, and you're going to see what is the reality. So take care. Thank you for listening me. I hope that you like this program. God bless you.